Okay, this is really, really weird. Um, I went back and edited a previous blog entry that I posted maybe about a week ago. Charge of the Light Brigade. And the reason why I posted it was because I decided to do a blog entry about Tommy Tuberville. And but all I did that particular night was just get the poem, the Charge of the Light Brigade, posted, and I thought I'd come back to it later, which I did tonight. And the reason why I associate the Charge of the Light Brigade with Tommy Tuberville is because of the movie The Blind Side. With my mother and sister and a friend of my sister who helped drive them here to my home in Atlanta, New Year's of 2010, which was right after that I did my own intervention telling everybody that I had a drug addiction. I started off with my neighbors across the street, Janet Gary, and then that was before Thanksgiving of 2010, and then that following Friday at Beaver Crossing Animal Hospital, I told them, and I also told my mother, well, my mother, I've been going to work on crystal meth every day that I've worked since it became a daily habit in 1999, all the way up to 2010. Now, there were several periods during that time where I tried stopping it when I had a break from work, but then after a while I would drip back into it. Well, I finally realized at one point that I'm going to have to, after lots of friends were either dying or being dragged back home, adult friends dragged back home by their parent, or end up in jail. I was down to nothing but outside of work friends who were all crackheads themselves, and I eventually reached a point where I realized my job my career as a veterinarian was part of the reason. I was never really happy with that chosen field. I came out halfway through. It might have been totally different if I had not come out gay halfway through the veterinary school. During my second year, I came out. And you can look at my grades and tell when I came out of the closet because there was all of a sudden a drop in my grade. So I barely graduated veterinary school. And I had a professor once tell us that he thought the only rule to graduate veterinary school was C equals DVM. As long as you don't make anything less than a C in a class, you're okay. But the professor told us once that he didn't think C vet made good vet. Well, I guess he's right. But then again, I don't think he's totally right about that because I came out halfway through the school, so that means gay vet school. So that means I had to relearn my life all over again. My mother practically threatened to kill herself when I told her. She was the first one I told when I came out of the closet. She was my best friend up until that time. And then she went from being my best friend to just being my mother from that point on. But anyway, I ended up telling my mother, and all of a sudden everybody freaking out around me, I tell them, and they don't seem to realize I've been on it every day almost since 1999. And yes, it is a big deal that I had a crystal meth addiction, but not the big deal they were making out, that they were carrying on they just got too carried away with it, reacting to it wrongly, that ended up making my problem worse. So I knew at the time that I did my own, I had decided that I was going to have to make a jump for it, a career change, a midlife crisis. And my passion for, I had developed since, within the last several years, a passion for politics. I decided I thought I can incorporate my life story into my passion for politics. There's no way I can hide my homosexuality or my drug addictions or my sex past and all that. So I would make it part of my political passion as a witness. And I knew I wasn't going to have much of a support group. I really had the wrong kind of friends. I had no network with the veterinary profession because once I got done with work, I didn't have a partner. It would have been a totally different story if I had met somebody at the very beginning, within the first 100 people I had sex with, and my life would have been totally different, and I probably would not even be the bleeding heart liberal I am now from not having had more experience. sometimes you can be a liberal based on empathy. Sometimes you have to experience it yourself. And I don't think liberal truly liberal that we think of nowadays, like the Kennedy family and Obama and all them, they're not true liberal from the standpoint that there's a lot that they have not experienced. Now, I can't like Obama, I can't tell you what it's like being black or half black, but they got the right idea. But I knew I was going to have a support group waiting for me, but I had no idea people were going to be a big denial and was going to be and congeniality bias was going to be about it. Well, anyway, I posted the charge of the Light Brigade, and then I went back and during that trip when my mother and sister barged into my life, unwelcome, uninvited, just making things work, but they weren't really listening to what I had to say. My sister brought a video with them of a movie we watched, The Blind Side. And while we were watching this movie, at one point my mother said, "Do you recognize him?" And I was like, "No, should I?" And my mother goes, "Well, that's Tommy Tuberville." My God, he'd gotten old, I thought. I mean, I had, my sister was maid of honor in his wedding to his first wife, Vicky Harris, who was her college roommate when she was at Henderson State College. And this is Vicky Harris. I love Vicky Harris when she came home with my sister to stay the weekend with her. But there's Tommy Tuberville when he played football in high school. I didn't know him then. He's a little bit older when my sister was maid of honor in his wedding to his first wife, Vicky Harris. But there's Vicky Harris. My sister was on an all-state championship basketball team when she was in her senior year in high school. And, I went to every one of my sister's basketball games, and that was back when they played half court. But when my sister was in college, she took me to one of her roommates, Vicky Harris' basketball game, and that was the first time I saw women play basketball full court. And although I never met Tommy Tuberville, I did go to their wedding in Camden, Arkansas, with my mother. Well, I posted this, and then I decided to go over to my other blog. And I was not even related to this one. I wanted to look up the web address for a blog article. I'm going to post another, the link to another blog. And the last, I have 3 blogs. The middle one I ended with Tim Tebow, storytelling of the Dr. The Green Eggs and Ham. Well, on that blog site, there's a little a slideshow, which is, I'm not even sure where I found it, but it's mostly Einstein, mostly things related to Einstein. Well, tonight, it's all women, mostly. Good morning, Foggy Bottom, Rock My Socks, by Einstein. Mostly it's all Einstein. And the rest of them are girl basketball. I've never seen girl basketball posted, and this is just weird, a weird synchronicity. I just got through posting about Tommy Tuberville, about his first wife, Vicky Harris, and this is all changed. I don't even know where I found this little slideshow. I didn't pick these pictures. I don't even know who those girls are, but they're playing full court. And normally, it's just weird, but there's been a lot of weird things of synchronicity going through my life lately. And I decided, rather than just be freaked out by them, I'm just going to post them. As I see them, I'm going to... Now, nobody else would understand why I'm freaked out over these girls, because they don't see that this slideshow... this slideshow is not on my newest one, Modern Flesh Equals Water and Spirit. It's the second blog that every time I start a new blog, I quit posting to the other one. And I ended that last blog... before this one with Tim Tebow, storytelling of Dr. The Green Eggs and Ham. Well, I'm going to stop right there on this one, and I'm going to upload this video to the other article I was writing tonight. Thank you for listening, if you were.